Hello. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Slim. Happy Tuesday, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Slim, your host of Slim's Talk Tuesday. Make sure you go like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Slim's Talk Tuesday. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you again for tapping in. How you doing? How you been? On this Tequila Tuesday. Tequila Tuesday. Tequila Tuesday. I'm doing fine, everybody. I'm just here and I'm glad to be here. Hope everybody had a great holiday with your family. Spending time with your family is very important. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how y'all doing? Again, make sure y'all go like, follow, and subscribe to Slim Talks Tuesday on my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get those notifications when I upload stuff, those shorts, those videos. Y'all make sure y'all like those videos, share those videos, comment on those videos, whatever. Just show that support. And I really appreciate everybody for tapping in. And I really appreciate y'all a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into it. And this week, I just wanted to give y'all a little recap of 2023 for Slim, myself, because things been just up and down, but we still here and we made it. And we made it, and that's the most important part. And just keep pushing and keep it moving. And don't give up in all that you do. Just comment down below, y'all. Just comment some stuff that 2023, some stuff that y'all learned. Let me see what some stuff that y'all learned. Just tap in and tell me some stuff that y'all learned in 2023. Just a few things that I've learned in 2023. I learned a lot more patience. Again, I've learned a lot more patience. I've deepened my spiritual growth as well. Just live more, step out of my box and shine more. And most importantly, network. When you're having a business, I think it's very important to network. Step out the box, meet new people. I mean, you never know who you may come across. You never know how far that you can get with just meeting somebody, handing them a card, or even just supporting them on their end. Networking with people is very important, especially when you have a business. And I think that's very, very important, and you should really apply that to everyday life, whether you have a business, because you could be working for somebody, and networking is really good, because if you pass on the knowledge or whatever that you have going on to the next person, or somebody pass along the knowledge that you have, the connection that y'all have can further your career or what you're doing as well. So again, this year 2023 just taught me a lot of patience. I deepened my spiritual growth, stepping out my box, shining more, and networking, which is very, very important. I've learned in this last year, just in general. And I've just been making sure I step out my box and make sure I network with everybody that I come across, whether it could be beneficial to me or beneficial to them. Everything don't always benefit you on your end when you're networking with somebody, because you never know the knowledge that you can pass on to somebody. And just giving them the information that you have, the knowledge, the skill set, the skill set. Just passing on the skill set that you may know, or the information. You never know how further to go, and then that'll be your benefit in the long run, just passing along that information. So let me just go jump back into it. Just a little recap. Prior to 2023, everybody, we know we just went through the COVID and the shutting down. So I'm just gonna step back a little bit um into the COVID, the height of COVID and everything, because I believe that's where a lot of things that I'm applying now, this year in 2023, is things that I've learned along that path, of those years of the COVID and the high, because we know COVID took us down through there, y'all. COVID just, who? COVID came in and said, y'all finna sit y'all butt down somewhere. Y'all finna learn some stuff. Y'all finna read some stuff. Y'all finna just sit down somewhere. Just sit down. So, really, just jumping into that. I won't say like again. I won't say that all 2023 has just been a learning journey for me. It's been the years of 2020 is when the height of COVID and everything started. 2020, the end of 2020 up until present. And it's it's been a challenge, and I'm sure for a lot of people, even if you was in business prior to COVID, it's been a challenge for a lot of people. Just being able to make ends meet, funds, financial, being on lockdown. I think that was a lot for everybody. And I think in those times it kind of put me in a realization, just looking at certain things, walking by faith, just be able to reflect on self a lot, and applying pressure to a lot of stuff that I'm doing, a lot of thoughts that I had, just applying that and moving forth. And like I say, walking in faith, and not being afraid of doing that, because COVID taught us like it I think you took the time out to sit and think on things that you really wanted to do. And I know a lot of businesses started then, around that time, right before COVID, before the get the height. I was actually in training for a medical assistant. I was in school for a medical assistant. Uh, and then after I got finished, when I got completed, when I was in clinicals, that's when the high rise of COVID and everything was shut down and things was moving slow. I was just thankful that I was able to complete before everything kind of got shut down. Um, but the downside part of that, it was I really I was proud of myself. I was able to complete that course, complete that training. It was about 8 months training. I completed that, and just being able to complete something and able to get that acknowledgement, that certificate to walk across the stage, made me feel very proud of myself. The hard work, the dedication, the studying. Straight A student in medical assistant school, straight A student. I was on the student council. Uh, Grade point of 3.8. When I made my first B, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When I made my first B in medical school, I boohooed. I was like, why? Because in that moment, that week that I made that B, I felt like that I wasn't focused as I needed to be. And that's kind of a lesson as well. Just make sure you stay focused on everything that you do. B wasn't failing, but I had a goal for myself, to have those A's, to push forward. To I actually was on student council, but I was trying to, it was different levels. I was shooting for that 4.0 so I could make it. I forgot the different categories that you make, but I was very proud of myself. That was a big accomplishment for me. So that was a lot. And then once I finished the training, the COVID was on the rise, but I still stepped into the medical field. They wasn't pushing the vaccine yet. They weren't making everybody do the vaccine. So once I completed training, I did my clinicals. I went into a job. I was working as a medical assistant. I worked as a medical assistant, I would say probably about 4 or 5 months. And then that they begin to push the vaccine, we know, in the medical field. But I myself, I really felt a certain type of way. I'm really anti vaccine when it comes to certain things of that nature. I mean, everybody had their own beliefs. Everybody, what's good for you and your body and your kids and your children. But that's just something that I just necessarily didn't want to do, that I did want to step into. So I think being able to, thinking of the right choice to make. Of course, I have children. Doing their training, I had my fourth child. So I was just deciding on when to, what choice to make, the correct choice. So it was just creating a lot of stress, kind of down on the correct choice to make when they was pressuring the vaccine, like, hey, to work in the medical field, you had to get the COVID vaccine, you had to do these type of stipulations. So that's just something that I really didn't want to do. So I kind of stepped away from it, and I realized that the deciding the correct to decide the correct thing to do, it had kind of created a lot of stress, kind of some depression. And again, I did say I did just have another child at that moment. So just in those moments, I had realized, like, you're really depressed. Like, that's not okay. You're down. You're depressed. And it's okay to not be okay. And I'm glad I realized that in this moment. And it's okay to not be okay. And a lot of people were like, oh, I'm not okay. I don't want nobody to know I'm not okay. But sometimes holding it in and walking around with a smile on your face like nothing is wrong, at some point I feel like it's gonna explode. Whether it's in your home by yourself, it's gonna build up. It's gonna build up, and it's not doing nothing but creating a more of a darker space for you. So being okay, being not being okay is okay. So at the end of the day, you just have to realize what to do, what steps to take to cope in those moments. So when I realized that I was really down and I was depressed, and it was really postpartum depression, I actually got a therapist. I was like, it wasn't cool because it was a lot. First, it was a lot just bottling everything in, not able to talk or express to someone what truly was going on. I mean, work, uh, the kids, just being, and then the COVID, the shutdown. We know the shutdown kind of made us like we was boxed in. We couldn't go see family members. We know the grannies wasn't playing it. Grannies was like, don't come over here, especially if they had underlying health issues. I mean, and we get that we want to protect our family members. We want to, respect their wishes, but at the same time, we wasn't able to communicate the way we want to communicate. Because granny ain't got no iPhone. You can't FaceTime granny all the time. Like picking up the phone is only so much, but you want to go over, you want to check on them. So being just at home, and it's just working home, then you got to wear the mask. It was just a lot. And when I got in therapy, at first I felt like that, like, hey, this ain't gonna work. But therapy, it doesn't like change or make it better overnight. It's not gonna happen in a week. It's not gonna happen in a month. Some it can, just depending on the depth of the things that you need to address. But it's not gonna happen overnight. Sometimes it take years. Sometimes it can take 2 years, 3 years. But I just thought in that moment, like, hey, this not even working. I'm still having these crying spells. I got these kids, like these work choices on top of these relationships that's been ending. And it just was a lot during that COVID. And it was just a lot of stress, a lot of built up different things. So I had to find different ways of coping. And therapy was one of them. And I'm really glad that I stepped into therapy. A lot of people kind of shun upon it, just, oh, that makes you crazy, or it's putting a label on you. And sometimes we have to get over that label, because a therapist can help. Some people will just feel like, I can talk myself through these problems. I know how to work myself through these everyday problems or these life issues or whatever the case may be. Hey, you might can. We're not gonna knock that, but sometimes getting help or talking to a therapist does not hurt. It does not make you a less of a person that you are. It actually can build your character and make you a whole lot better than what you are. It can add to the value that you can. Not saying you can't help yourself. If you can help yourself, maybe it's certain things in certain situations that you can't see, that you're not viewing right, that your opinion, your self opinion is not always best for you. Your friend's opinion is not always best for you. Going to cope and vent and talk to somebody else that's toxic like you, or have been through the same thing you do, and y'all just, what they say, the blind leading the blind. I say, girl, yeah, you right. Like no, like no, like no. So going to get that help, it can't help. So don't even shun upon that, and don't even let that stop you on going to talk to somebody and making the situation better, or giving you a better coping skill on how to handle certain situations. Okay. So on top of all that mess, y'all know we just cooped in the house with the COVID-19s and stuff. So that created a lot of stress within, on top of the everyday life of being a parent, working a job, So just long story short, on top of all that, I want to say just shout out to you single dads. Um, I don't think single dads get a lot of recognition on what they need because they're out there. They're out there, ladies. They're single dads out there that's doing everything they can do for their kids, their child, whatever the case may be. They really out there, and there's some great men out there that won't let nothing stop them. Mother, daddy, sister, uncle, nothing about when it comes to them kids. They're gonna take care of them kids. And I just want to say shout out to the single dads. Shout out to my youngest child, father. Um, he really played a big part of me being able to kind of step into that spiritual growth and being able to recognize some things because he was a father. He is a father. Let me correct that. He is a father. He stepped in and he seen that um everything wasn't easy for me. And he did what he was supposed to do, and he stepped in and he took his child under his wing, and he said, I'll take care of her. I'll take care of her full time. You just take care of everything you need. You have those other kids. I know that their dad's situation is not always the best with him. And so I don't want to put a strain on you or make anything worse. So I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to step in and I'm going to take care of my child. So I really, really, really appreciate him for that because this is a big shout out to him. Big shout out to single dads. Um, because they out there. They out there. And women say deadbeat dads and stuff. It's some deadbeat mothers out there as well. Some deadbeat mothers out there. If you just don't give a flying fuck about the kids, just they well being or nothing, just nothing, no communication, no nothing. Like I think that's kind of taking advantage of it. But I really want to take the time out to shout out to them single dads because I know they out there and they out there taking care of their kids and they gonna do what they supposed to do. And they ain't playing no games about them kids. Okay, so moving forward, y'all, moving forward. So all the COVIDs and stuff and me stressing about if I want to take the COVID-19 test. Did y'all take the test? Yeah, the vaccine. Did y'all take the COVID vaccine? And that's why when I'm just gonna touch base on that, and I never had COVID-19, and that those were, and the way that they pressure it on people, I just think that is amazing. Yeah, so just fast forward through that. Did y'all take the COVID vaccine? It's just blessings. If you here today, and that's just awesome. That is a blessed on blessing because we know we lost a lot of loved ones. Rest in love to the people that we lost with COVID. We lost a lot of people during that time, and I think what they say, just being here today, 2023, I'm alive. Like that's a blessing because it's a lot going on. It's COVID killing all this other stuff, and it's just a blessing. And to even see like just a new day, like with all the extra stuff that was going on. So just okay. So after just moving forward, I just decided not to, just not to get the vaccine. So I could end up getting a job that didn't require me to get the vaccine. Cool, laid back, no stress. They wasn't pressuring anything on me. Pay really good, more than minimum wage, just laid back, worked there a year and a half, continue to work on myself, going to talk to my therapists, doing the self-healing, just digging more, self-reflection, things in that nature, just still working on myself. Um, so every day was always building and making the next day better. Just finances, living situations, job situations. You never want to get too comfortable in one spot. I mean, you can always advance your skill. You can always learn a new skill set in everyday life, whether everyday life, work, career, family, relationships. I mean, you can always learn something new. So me just being me, it was a regular day. I'm working on my finances, making sure I save, open up accounts, doing things of that nature. So one day, I opened up a new account. I had my card. I was online doing something. I was trying to open, I think, my online banking, and something, my card wasn't working. So with my card wasn't working, it told me to go into the bank. So I go into the bank. They unlock my car. They just talking to me, and I noticed it's just kind of slow. Me being me. I mean, if you know me, I know how to hold a conversation. I'm gonna talk to you, whether you're a cashier, a buggy pusher, and like I know how to hold a conversation. And if I'm very um outgoing, I find something to talk about. I find something to spark that conversation up. So I'm just talking and me wanting to better my situation. I asked the young lady to tell her, I'm like, do you have to have a experience to work here? And she's like, no, you don't have to have experience. I honestly think you should talk to the manager over there. We're hiring. So I think you should talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him, y'all, because I'm out. I'm in some baggy pants. I got my t-shirt on. My hair probably was done, but just the point was I wasn't looking presentable to sit and talk to a manager at a corporate job. Corporate America was what we're gonna call it, to sit and talk to someone in corporate America about applying for the job. But I sat down, I talked to the manager, the branch manager there. He was pretty cool. Black guy, just straightforward, honest. Spoke with him. He like my conversation. He's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna send you this link. This the application. I really think you should do it." So I'm like, "Okay." Go home. I do the application, do the test, get a call for him to interview me. So he was like, "This is the fastest time anybody that HR had ever got back with me. Yeah, I guess you did really good on your test. They really like how your resume looked, and I'm gonna need you to come in to do a second interview." So I go in, do the interview, which is really good. I mean, he liked me from the beginning. So I knew at that point, like, hey, girl, you got this. Like, you got this job. So I'm really excited, because in those moments, because I know I'm bettering myself. I know that the moves that I'm making in my life, things are answers, prayers are being answered, things are being moved to for a better situation for myself and my children. Um, and then I cried in the interview. It was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing because in those moments, the path that I was walking on, I was looking for things and praying for things to better my life. And when those opportunities presented itself, it was touching and it was fulfilling, and it was just something I couldn't hold back, and I wasn't gonna hold back. So that that just was a very touching moment for me to actually accomplish something and to actually walk in with confidence, head up high. I felt really good, and right then and there I knew, like, hey girl, you got this job, so don't even worry about it. So it was an awesome job. It really, really is an awesome job, like working there, the corporate America, the customers, learning the the background of the finances, banking, the credit, the CDs, the investments. I feel those are skill sets that I'm learning. I wish that I learned at 18, 17. And now, I mean, hey, we all be in a better predicament. I would say if we start saving in kindergarten, we all be good. I mean, I think if I would have learned those skill sets early on, that things would have been a lot better. But hey, that was just the path that I had to walk on. I mean, when I came across that path, and now learning those things and knowing those things is a lot better. Working corporate America is really, really good. Co-workers, as I say, 2023 taught me things that it taught me patience with people, most important. Just how to handle things and people, most importantly. I love my corporate America job. Clients love me, customers love me. Never had a complaint. People love to see my face, my uh, personality, my customer service that I have, the care that I have, the energy that I give. They could really tell that I love my job. I was looking to advance with that job, and things really hard. I think with my mistake in that job is befriending coworkers was my biggest mistake ever. That's something that probably should learn early on. But befriending coworkers, I think, let me back up. Befriending coworkers that necessarily don't have your best interests or want you to advance can be a big mistake. Especially when you know that your work ethic. I think that certain things that you shouldn't vent and tell. What Granny say, when a person show you who they are, believe them. I don't care. When a person tell you who they are, believe them. I don't care if they come to you telling you so much negative stuff about this person, this person. My sister slept with this person, and my daughter. Anytime you sit and talk about tell your daughter's business to someone, like believe them. They gonna sit and talk about you. Please, like what they say, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. They gonna run their mouth about you. So I think befriending someone, me being that loving, caring friend, always helping somebody out, doing hair, whether it's doing their hair or creating something, giving them an idea. I think sometimes that some people can take that and run with it, kind of take advantage because I'm very genuine. I'm not someone that's gonna look for something back. I don't want to be like, you have to pay for this. If you're my friend, you're my friend. If you be like, hey, help me out, I only got $20 today, can you do my hair? I'm gonna do your hair. Like, it's just the fact that you can't expect me to do something, and you see my life, you see I have children, you see I have this, and when you continuously come to me and you want me to do something for free without even offering, when you know it's a life, and it's hard out here. It's hard at him. You didn't even offer me 50 cents. I mean, I see what type of friend you are, and I think people of that nature can definitely try to take advantage of you. And I think we all had that one friend, two friends of a lifetime that just really truly didn't respect who you are and will real deal try to take your kindness for weakness. So in that situation, the coworker thing, it really affected my job. Um, Long story short, some things was said, some stuff she don't want didn't agree with, some stuff that I necessarily didn't agree with, and I feel kind of in it kind of affected me in the long run. So it did teach me a lot of patience in that situation. I worked that job for a year and 6 months. I started there in 2020 up into 2023. So that's why I kind of gave y'all a backtrack, because even that situation that happened last year with the job, just being friend of someone kind of affected my job. So again, that's just a taught lesson in 2023 moving forward, because it was incident happened last year. So it was a year long incident that kind of taught me a lot of patience, how to deal with people, how to ignore people, how to kind of sometimes you in that situations you have to kind of go over people's head, take that extra step. But it did teach me a lot how to just step back, um, not always address everything directly to someone because it was fabrication. And I talked about the interview because I felt that the manager he was unprofessional. He didn't handle things at the best that he could have been handled things as a branch manager should have handled. And I think a lot of things affected me because they see the skill set that I had, the business mind that I had, the operation skill set that I had. Again, I had no complaints from the customers. Customers love me. I took a leave um a month before they laid me off. I was gone for about 3 weeks. And then when I came back is when they laid me off. So when I came back, everybody's like, where you been? Where you been? Like, we really missed you. Like, everybody really missed me because like when I'm in the building, it's just a different type of energy. I make their financial needs a priority of mine because that's my job and I really loved it. But I just say that to say that situation put me where I am now and teaching me a lot of patience with a lot of people, and it helped me deepen my spiritual growth, how to just pray in those moments, walk on faith. um in that year time span of me having to walk on eggshells because of the written warning, it just taught me just to pray more, walk on faith. I had thoughts of I really, really wanted to jump into the full-time entrepreneur and just make my candles, have my candles, and do my balloon decor and do my decorations and things of that nature. So that's something that I really wanted to do. So when I lost that job a few months back, I felt a relief off my shoulder like immediately. Like normally I would probably sit in depression. I would probably be down. I'll go home. I think I'll be in my head, like, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. But in that moment, it was just a relief for me. So that's when I knew, like, I'm really doing the work that I'm supposed to do for myself. It's not for the next person to realize it, it's for myself. Because when I felt that in that moment, bad as I wanted to, be upset and rah rah, and you can't do this over something that was fabricated, that they didn't even give me a date on. They couldn't give me a date when something happened or when they let me go. So bad as I wanted to react to those things, it was just in that moment I was just like, you have to let it go. You have to move forward. It's just a weight off your shoulder. You're very depressed. Every time you woke up, it was just you have to go here, no matter how bad you love the customers, how bad the customers loved you, no matter, the experience that you get and the skill set that you get, your mental is more important. And that's when a lot of people be in these jobs just stuck for the dollar. Most definitely. I'm not gonna ever in life be at a job and be mentally drained just because I make a good dollar, just because it's good in this moment. And that's why it's important to have a lot of plan A's, plan B's, plan C to back yourself up, to always have that. Because why stress yourself? Why put yourself through something mentally draining, which can kill you, which is serious. It probably ain't gonna kill you like that, which will can kill you if you stuck on a job 10, 15 years and you unhappy. That's only killing you. Like why do that? Why do yourself like that? So I did a lot of work for myself, just taking the extra step and just being okay with it, and just like I'm just gonna walk out on faith on this. You have all these certificates, you're a medical assistant, you do hair, you have all these skills, you do the balloons, you do the candles, you do everything. So like that's nothing to worry about. You just have to make sure you apply that pressure. What I said, I'm applying pressure this year, applying that pressure and that self-reflect. So I think that goes a long way when you actually put forward and push what you really, really want to do. And I think that is important to everyday life, whether it's for a job, a relationship, friendship, family, whatever. I think that's very important. And like I say, 2023, I think this year has truly, 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 truly have taught me a lot of patience. I'm just gonna highlight the patience like throughout the whole thing, because I think if you don't have the patience and the faith and the, like, it can definitely take a toll of you. Like, it can take over your mind. Like, if it can be situations that you don't have no control over, and people will really try to take it and control it and puppet it. Like, you can't, like, if you have no control over, you have no control over it. So sometimes you just have to leave it what it is. But in 2023, I made sure that I was more happier, stepping out on things that I want to do, make sure I network with people, live more, shine, just step out in my true authenticity and being myself. 2023, I networked with a lot of people. It's very exciting. I did a lot of pop-up shops and everything around town. But connecting with people is the more exciting, especially like if I follow people online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I follow people, and when you actually meet those people in real life and see how genuine they are, and see how caring they are, and see how supportive they are, it really is touching. I see a lot of inspiring people on my line, on my news feed. I just want to say the biggest inspiring person to me. I don't personally know her. She's not my friend, but Brolin Rochelle with the Brolin Rochelle brand. I think she's very sweet, very genuine. She has a lot going on for herself. I honestly don't even know how I added her on Facebook, but I've done a few of her pop-up shops. Probably two or three, and every time she does an organization or a pop-up shop, it's very organized. It's very clean, very professional, and how she handled everything that she does. So I really, really love everything that Brochelle does. So that's she's a very inspiring person to me on my news feed, as well as Keith Tucker. I personally don't know him. I've never met him in life, but just watching his story on everything. Keith Tucker with the truth sauce. Yeah, make sure y'all get some of that truth sauce. Mr. Keith Tucker, he's very inspiring as well, because just watching his story. I remember the first time I added him, it was back when it was way before he got in all those Walmarts, y'all. He in Walmart, Drug Emporium, all that. I think it was back when he got the billboard and he was doing a commercial of his billboard, and he was just telling everybody to come out and get the truth sauce. And I thought that was very inspiring. And then he had a lot going on, and he had the movie and everything. And so yeah, make sure y'all check out Keith Tucker with the truth sauce. Those are two people that's really, really inspiring to me, that kind of stands out in my mind right now, that's on my news feed. But as far as me networking and stepping out in 2023, I did a lot of cool stuff, and I'm really proud of myself because I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because this is me expressing myself. I always felt like I didn't have the support that I needed. um I'm gonna make it by myself. I've been out on my own for a while. I know how to make it by myself, but sometimes when you have that support, positive people under you and giving you the extra push, that, I mean, what other way would you feel? It's like, hey, I got this. I mean, these people cheering for me, they supporting me, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, good co-workers, the coworkers that ain't gonna talk about you behind your back and then make you lose your job. But hey, that's another story. I mean, as long as you have those good people under your belt and supporting you and pushing you and uplifting you, I mean, there's no other way. I mean, you're gonna win regardless. I mean, you can win by yourself and you can build your family around, but it's nothing like having that support system when you don't have it all or when you're trying to make it versus trying to find that support system while you're making it. And then when you're making it and they're kind of manipulating and using you and only wanting what you got or what you're gonna have when you get there. So that's just that's just that. But networking has been fun for me. It's like it's been fun stepping out of my box. It has really been fun. I did a life's dream. I grew up, yeah, I grew up watching Top Model. We always watched the Top Model and Tyra Banks, and I always watched Top Model. I love Danielle, I love Ferranda, I love all them girls. Eva Pickford, Madam, we love Madam. Like I watched all them on Top Model. So to actually live out my dream, yeah, I walked in my first show with Ashton Hall. He's a designer at Dealers. I walked in my first fashion show earlier this year. I actually did two shows this year. So I walked in two fashion shows. I was able to model. Um and it was very exciting for me to actually be backstage and see how everything is done to the hair and the makeup and just walking and practicing and networking with everybody. So I just want to shout out to Miss Charmaine Johnson Cook on Facebook. She is Miss Ozark. Hold on, Miss Ozark, y'all. Miss Ozark 2023. And I really appreciate her for even thinking of me in that moment to give me the opportunity to walk with her, to walk with Ashton Hall, to just like, hey, I think she's the one for the job. And for me to actually that be the first time that I ever walked, I killed it. I killed it. I killed it. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Hey, I'm sorry to toot my horn, but I killed it. And it was really fun. I did that with Ashton Hall's collection. And then I also walked in Fire on the Runway with Miss Davis. It's also Miss Charmaine actually recommend me for that as well. But that's with Miss Davis. She's on Facebook as well. Really, really great show, and I loved it. And I walked for True Statements for Miss Lynche out of Alabama. She has really dope clothing, a great boutique with True Statements. So walking, experiencing that, just being able to experience it. I've always wanted to model. I love taking pictures. As we know, I take great picture. I think I'm very photogenic. I think that was a great experience for me in that moment and just just taking it all in, y'all. Like when I seen it and after and when I seen my pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, girl, you cute or whatever, girl, you cute. But I was so excited for myself so to network with those people to even be recommended to walk in a show. She was like, girl, you got it. You got it. Don't even worry about it. You stop sweating yourself. So that was also that. And then also I networked with Miss Kane, Miss Erica Kane. Shout out to Miss Erica Kane. She's been very inspiring as well. I don't know. Honestly, y'all, I think my first time meeting Erica, like in person, was her booking me. She actually was the first person to book me for my balloon decor. My balloon decor, I do balloon decor and background drops. When I posted that I'll be doing balloon decor and decoration, she was actually the first one that booked me for her Galentine's event. So y'all make sure y'all go follow Miss Erica Kane. She is having a Galentine's event for the ladies. Y'all check her page out. She got some tickets on sale. But she was the first one that booked me for my balloon decor, and I was very excited, and I really appreciate that because that spoke a lot to me. No one ever seen me actually do the work. They seen the pictures, and we know how we are. Everybody like, oh, let me see the pictures. And if I ain't seen you really do it, I really don't want to support you. I mean, that's understandable because it's money. Nobody wants to waste their money on something that's not even, to their standards or even look right. So that's understandable. So for her to actually see, hey, I see Slim and I got faith in her, so I'm gonna book her. So really shout out to you, Miss Kane, and I really appreciate that. And I love you dearly, and I can't wait to get you on my show here. I can't wait to get you on my show here. I do have a lot coming up 2024. I have a lot of people that's booked. We'll be tapping in, doing some interviews and stuff of that nature. And it's really exciting. Also, let me just talk about that. This is a new venture for me. 2023, just stepping out and talking and showing my face, because you never know what you say might help somebody. I'm here to have fun. It's a no judgment zone. People express their opinion. We can agree to disagree on a lot of stuff. But this is just me stepping out of my box, shining a little bit more. I am gonna venture out to a more serious topics. Once I get everything, the following of everything I need, there will be more to come, and I will express that a little bit more on what I will be doing. More in a more of a structured environment. But this is just the pop it off and get things popping, y'all. Get things popping. I really do appreciate y'all. But just jumping back in 23 networks. I've networked with a lot of people, and I did a lot of things and stepped out on my box a lot. In April 2023, I opened up a candle storefront. We all know I had the Slim Seductive Scent candle line. Um and I opened up a storefront. It was very exciting. It's very scary, because we know when you open the business, you don't have everything, you don't know everything, because it's not going to be the same as you running it out your house for 10 people. It's different. People coming in, people going, people ordering online. It's just a lot to maintain within the business. It was very exciting, just getting everything going, flowing. The support that I had, um, I know a lot of people came through. Again, Miss Erica Kane, Berlin Rochelle, I thank you again for coming through. Miss Charmaine came, Miss Karen, Chris Pettis. Shout out to Chris Pettis. He did my mountain for me in my office space. Who else? It was a lot more people. Miss Sade, Sam Fisher, he did my pictures for my grand opening. Um, it was really exciting. What I took from that is I'm not gonna know everything that comes with running that business. Taking my time is very important. I feel like um that location. We say that when we're moving. We say that when we buying the house, or when we want to do something. But I think location is very important as well in a business. So by that not being a very great location for what I was looking to carry in a very professional environment, to where my customers are very comfortable, even myself, whether I'm coming or going, whether it's 5 o'clock in the evening, rather if I forget something and I have to go there at 10 o'clock at night. I think that that's very important as well, to have that security in the professional environment where your business is. So unfortunately, I did have to close that down, because I'm a very professional person, and I love to keep everything professional, especially when it comes to my customers. I want everybody to feel comfortable. So I had to close that down. But moving forward, I know coming soon, 2024, it will be bigger and better, and more in a more professional environment. And I really do appreciate everybody that came through and stopped and supported me in that moment. But I think it's also important to learn and know that everybody's not going to support you, even if you feel that hey, they're gonna support me. I got this going. Even if they say, hey, I got you, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna support you. But in that moment when you have that going on, whatever it may be, and they don't even acknowledge what you have going on, I mean, we just have to take it what it is. Now, I think me opening my shop, again, I just didn't have the family support that I wanted. And it was very heartbreaking because I didn't have not one. Well, I take it back. I did have a few of my cousins. Shout out to Jashawn and my cousin Dale. Big D, he support. I have a lot of people that support me, but far as the people, they know who I am and they know who they are. Far as the people that I really, really thought was close to me, really didn't necessarily give me or show me that support that I really wanted. So that was just kind of like, hey, you gotta let that go. They're not gonna always be there. Your biggest supporters, I always see that supposed your biggest support is not gonna be your family. So at the end of the day, you just kind of have to let that ride and let it be, and don't dwell on the unsupportive people and the people that don't see the vision that you have, or the people that really necessarily don't want things to happen for you the way that you have it planned out, or the way you see your vision. Like I said, the vision, like, because not everybody's gonna see that vision. Everybody's not gonna see that vision that you have, and they don't even want you to succeed, especially if it's gonna be better than what they have going on. Like I can say people can be like, they can be whole doctors out here. These people can be whole doctors out here. Not saying these everybody, but people can be a whole surgeon out here. Now, if you go and you want to apply yourself and you doing this business to where you'll be the chief surgeon, they don't want you to do better than them. They want to just they gonna keep so you can be beneath them or at the same level. They're not gonna support everything that you got going on. So I think that's when it's really important to kind of just separate the supportive and the unsupportive. In 2023, it taught us a lot, how to deal with a lot of different stuff, and how to deal with people. Moving forward, I think 2024, we definitely gonna I'm definitely gonna the things that I'm learning and the things that I have learned over these last few years, I'm definitely gonna apply these things. I'm gonna take them for what they are at face value. Don't try to make it better. Put a little bit of sugar on to make it taste good. Like that's that's not what we're doing in 2024. We got to take things as face value and stand in our own truth and our true authenticity and just move forward and make sure that you live in your life to the fullest. Step out, shine. Don't let nobody dim your light. And I just thought about, like, in the process of 2023, I had somebody say, she said, and it was somebody, she said, I was like, I was very excited. I was just kind of toot my horn. She said something, and I was like, okay, because I'm big slim, because I'm big slim. She's like, oh, don't do that. Like, she was just like, don't toot your horn. And those type of people you really don't want around you, because I'm here to tell my story, but like people don't know what you've been through to get yourself out of that dark hole, to even give yourself a little confidence, to even toot your own horn. So in those moments, to realize when I see people like that, or deal with or come across people or situations like that, it's just a no for me. So in 2023, I'm moving forward. I'm not gonna dwell on these situations. These situations don't serve me. These situations that's not beneficial. Cause why? Why hold on to it? Like why? Why hold on to it? Because it's not gonna get you nowhere. So in 2024, we're just gonna do a lot of self reflection. Still, we're gonna continue to deepen our spiritual growth. Learn a lot more patience. Continue to network. I'm thankful for all those people that support me, people that motivate me, people that call me, that check on me, that give me everything, like the encouraging words. Like I can't even like say, because the people that I look for it from, I don't get it. And for me to get it from people that may not even know me. It feels good. It feels good. So that's that's a big step for me to actually come across people that's genuine and really want me to succeed and be better in all that I'm doing. I really appreciate y'all. So let me back. And shout out to Mr. Clyde Slater as well. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to 501 Witty. He's somebody that was very inspiring to me as well to do this podcast. I met him through Miss Erica Kane. She is really dope. She's really dope, y'all. She has the toys. But I met him through Miss Erica Kane. He has his podcast. I did Girls 501 Witty, the Girls Lounge with Miss Kane a few times, and then a few times he invited me on his podcast. So it's just giving me the courage and the skills, building up my skills, how to talk to people, how to, how to be in tune with my audience and everything. And I really appreciate them because it's very inspiring, because it's always something that I always wanted to do. That, the modeling, and the nursing. So hey, I feel like I'm on the right track. So 2024, I am going to be moving forward, and y'all will see more of me, more of the big slim, more of the big slim. And I really do appreciate everybody for taking your time out, for sitting here and listening of Slim's 2023 recap. Y'all make sure y'all go like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Slim's Talk Tuesday. And make sure y'all go follow my page, Slim Seductive Sense, where all their crafts are crafted with love. Thank everybody so much, and y'all have a great evening. Bye.